Friday, and as the celebration of Hanukkah approaches, our next guest is spreading a message of hope this holiday season.
He's a senior rabbi, author, and commentator, and he's here with some words of wisdom as the Jewish community prepares for the Festival of Lights. So please give a warm welcome to Rabbi Matthew Gewirtz. It is great to see you. Thank you for joining us here. An early happy Hanukkah to you and yours.
Thank you.
And it's been a difficult year, difficult thousands of years for Jewish people. How are you encouraging, lifting up your congregation these holidays?
Yeah, I appreciate being here. The last 18 months have been really difficult. October 7th sort of kicked it off. There are still 101 hostages in the tunnels of Gaza, and there's been a huge uptick of anti-Semitism. So it's been a rough time. I want in a circuitous way answer that question. I am not just a devoted rabbi, I'm also a devoted sports fan. But I have the penchant for choosing teams that stink, like they're insufferable. So I've learned a couple of things from that. One is resilience, but two is that sometimes miracles happen. And games don't get played on paper, they get played on the field. So 2,200 years ago, there was a king named Antiochus. And he didn't just rule Jerusalem and Israel and the Jews who lived there, but he wanted them to pray like them, to act like them, to eat like them, to dress like them. And he came across Judah Maccabee, a huge figure in Jewish history, and he said, sorry, we don't conform. In fact, we pray to one God, and we're going to be who we are. And Antiochus says there's going to be a problem. So a conflict ensues. And on paper, Maccabee should have not had a chance. But again, it doesn't manifest on paper, it manifests in the field. The Jews win this conflict. They go to the great temple of old to rededicate it, to repurify it. It had been defiled. But there's only one vial of oil there, which is not enough time. That one vial is supposed to last for one day, last 8 days. And to this day, we light every single night up to 8 candles of the Hanukkah to remember that miracle. And remember that we have to triple down on who we are. We can't stop being who we are and have our convictions, but also reach out to other communities to make allyships during this incredibly fraught time.
We like to wrap up our Faith Fridays with a message from our guests. So what are your words of wisdom on this Faith Friday, Rabbi? Yeah,
the message is I believe that God is at our backs. But we're not waiting for things to happen again magically. It's up to us. We are earthly messengers in partnership with God. And with that partnership, I believe we could bring light to incredibly dark times. And that's my blessing.
That is a blessing. Thank you so much. Rabbi Matthew Gewirtz, we appreciate you being here with us. We wish you a happy Hanukkah again and all the best in the new year.
Thank you. Happy holidays to both of you.
Absolutely.